Welcome to Sunday Mornings with Enlightenism. I'm Brother Malcolm.
And I'm Sister Carolyn.
And we are here today, folks, with Enlightenism and Divine Self-Knowledge. Today's presentation begins with Sister Carolyn sharing some wonderful insights on Enlightenism and Divine Self-Knowledge. She's an Enlightenism teacher, practitioner, and a workshop facilitator, shedding light into the darkness of illusory knowledge. Absolutely. The greater power is within you.
Always.
It is colorless, faceless, and formless. It is divine self-knowledge, and I give you the one and only Sister Carol.
Thank you very much, Brother Malcolm. You always give me such a wonderful introduction, and I appreciate it. The introduction that Brother Malcolm presented about me is the truth about who I am. What is so special about being in this life is that we get to live it intentionally, and we get to change our lives, and we get to define ourselves, not with those descriptions that were given to us by others, but to land in a space where we can be comfortable living, where we can be comfortable understanding that no matter what happens in life, there is truly a new way to think and live. And that's what this broadcast is all about. A new way to think and live. As long as we're complaining or finding fault with ourselves and others, we get to live in an unintentional being. And that is not what life is about. We are all born whole, perfect, and complete, with a conscience that is faceless, formless, colorless, and ageless. And we have everything that we will ever need for the journey. No one gives you anything. You may land some material possessions in your life, but that is not who you are. It is only who you think you are when you laud yourself in that thinking. And what is so important about this road, which is the Enlightenism road, because that is the only way you're going to get the divine self-knowledge that you were born with. It doesn't come from someone else. It is within you. And it is your responsibility to connect with it. And when we can connect with the divine that is within us, then we come to understand this consciousness where you can find a new way to think and a new way to live. And that consciousness is colorless, faceless, formless, and ageless. It does not have the imprint of a victim on it. One of the things that is so important when you are on this path, you begin to recognize those things that you brought into your life that is not the truth about you. We sometimes don't understand why we become angry, and we get to excuse it away by blaming it on someone else. And when we excuse anything, we get to keep it. And so the idea of living is not to excuse away what has happened in your life. It is to recognize that we have the responsibility to change the way we think and live. It's not anyone's fault unless you need that as an excuse to remain the way you are. Enlightenism is about a path. And when we're on a path, we're going somewhere. We're clear about the destination. When you start out in your car in the morning, You are either on your way to work, to drop the kids off, to pick up something, or to do something. There is a destination in mind. And in life, there is a destination in mind. And we are responsible for that. But we are responsible for getting on that path that will take us there. We don't get on a path to go to another town, another place when we're headed to San Francisco. That is the destination. And so when we get on the road, we know where we're going. And on the Enlightenism path, you're headed to the divine spiritual knowledge that we were all born with. And when we understand that, we don't take a different route. And if we do, we understand that we are no longer on the path. And the idea is to stay on the path. The idea is to live from this birthright that we have and that we've forgotten about because we've gotten on the road that others have laid for us. We've gotten on their path. And so we must explain things on that path, and that is not about a new way to think and live. It is about staying on that path. And what I understand and know is when we get on the Enlightenism path and we use the 10 principles to put us on that path, the 10 principles are in the book Enlightenism. And those 10 principles give us then the path that we're on. And whenever we break any of the principles, then we have veered off the path. We are responsible. That is the first principle. We are responsible for the current conditions in our life. And when you understand that, and you say, I am now on the Enlightenism path, and I would invite you to purchase this book and start with the 10 principles so that you get on the path, because we know the destination is divine self-knowledge. We know that it is the consciousness of being born whole, perfect, and complete, colorless, faceless, formless, and ageless. When we know that, then we are clearly on the path, and we know where we are going. And now it's time for Brother Malcolm to come. So I give you Brother Malcolm, philosopher, author, and creator of Enlightenism, Brother Malcolm. And you're welcome. Also, I forgot to say that you can get this book through thebyesociety.org or Amazon. So get your copy of Enlightenism. Now it's time for Brother Malcolm.
Right on. Thank you, Sister Carolyn,
You're
for
welcome.
getting us started. Yes, powerful book. Leads you on the path within yourself to divine self-knowledge. It's available on Amazon or thebyesociety.com.
.org.
Okay, folks. Part 2. I'm Brother Malcolm. I feel good. What about you? I feel good today. And this moment is the moment I'm living in. And I thought about, before doing the broadcast, a lot of things go through my mind before I share information with all of you. And I was thinking today about going beyond faith in illusory knowledge. Going beyond faith in illusory knowledge. Illusory knowledge is what other people taught you. What taught us? They taught us some stuff. We place faith in that knowledge, and we give value to the knowledge. And if you change your life a little bit by looking within, focusing on what's within you, and placing your faith on the awareness of being colorless, faceless, and formless. Consciousness. Remove all of the labels and all of the definition and all of the knowledge, and see yourself in a moment of awareness, of being colorless, faceless, and formless. Who are you aware of being in that moment? That is the moment that space begins to, you begin to create space, I should say, within yourself for something new to come forth. And I call this something new, divine self-knowledge. It is knowledge that comes from the power within you of being aware of being colorless, faceless, and formless. It's not learned in the universe. It's not learned from other people. It's not illusory knowledge. It is the knowledge that Jesus, Buddha, Christians, and others use to become the people that we have heard about. They transformed their lives, and with the information they shared with us, other people were able to get a glimpse into the knowledge that they were using. But they didn't get the knowledge. You got a glimpse into it. You heard things, but you really didn't understand it because you were not at the same level of knowledge. You were not using the same knowledge that I call divine self-knowledge. That's what this broadcast is about. That's what the philosophy is about. Divine self-knowledge of God consciousness. We do this, folks, to share information about a new way to think and live. We have a lot of information about a new way to think and live, Enlightenism, and so forth. All books that you can go to Amazon, say Brother Malcolm Kelly, and you'll find 5 books on the subject, basically, about how to learn divine self-knowledge and the process that we must undergo in order to clear the space in our minds for this new knowledge to be resonate, for us to embody it, and for us to use it to change how we think and live. And you can say to yourself every day, I feel good about myself. I am a powerful being. I am whole, perfect, and complete. I'm ready, folks. And that's what you say to yourself every day, folks. And then you begin to embody that information about yourself, and then you will notice that you will no longer think of yourself as a victim or powerless. Right. And you won't participate in all the dialogue and conversations that people have about pain and suffering and gossip and other people. Right. Why? Because you will be feeling good about yourself and the power that you have. I'm Brother Malcolm. Thank you for stopping by.
And I'm Sister Carolyn. Thanks for listening.
And be sure to get, folks, Enlightenism. It's available today at Amazon. So go check it out. Get the book. See you next time. Be sure to go to our channel on YouTube, yes, Brother Malcolm Kelly, and become a subscriber. Get regular notifications. And we are setting it up so you can chat with us after the broadcast. And we will be able to share information with you that you had questions about during the broadcast. Exactly. Have a great day. See you next time.
Thanks for listening.